Hey guys, it's Paige at Comfort Books, and I'm sorry they look like a bum, but I'm sick and I don't feel like making myself all pretty, which is my excuse for the last couple of videos. Oh crap, where are my strings? My strings from my sweatshirt are gone. Oh well. Anyways, so yeah, I'm here for an In My Mailbox, and I have quite another haul this week because work got a lot of books in, so I took a couple books from them, and then I did ARCycling, and then I went shopping. So I'll start with the ones I got from work. There was a big pile of ARCs. Last time I went to work, I think it was Monday, there was a big pile of ARCs on the break room table, and I was like, oh, and I asked my manager, I'm like, are these ARCs? And she's like, yep. And I'm like, awesome. So I looked through them, and I didn't really have time to read the backs of all of them, so I just grabbed a couple that looked good. The first one is Safe With Me, a novel by Amy Hatvany. It's about a girl who her daughter dies, and she like donates her organs or whatever. And I guess it's just and then she like finds a family that their daughter survived because her daughter died, I guess. And it sounds, I don't really know the whole story because I didn't really, obviously I already told you I didn't get to read the back of it. I just grabbed it because it sounded, like I read the first sentence of the back and I was like, that sounds good, because the first sentence is, the screech of tires brought Hannah Scott's world as she knew it to a devastating end. So I was like, oh, yeah, awesome, grabbing it. So I grabbed this, and this is going to be out, because it's the ARC, it's going to be out March 4th. And then the other ARC I got was I Forgot to Remember, a Memoir of Amnesia by Meck. So as it sounds, it's a memoir about amnesia. And again, I didn't read the whole back of it, but obviously from the title you should know what it's about. It's about a girl with amnesia. It's not that big. This comes out February 4th, so I have to get on this pronto, because it's January already. So yeah, got that one. And then, so that's the only two that I grabbed from work this week, but I have work again tomorrow, so I'm going to see if there's any new ones. Or maybe I'll have time on my break to read through the other ones and see if they're any good. So, ARCycling. You guys know about that. I talk about it all the time, basically every week. Every time that I have a haul, I have some sort of ARCycling book because I just love it so much. But every week or every 2 weeks, depending on how many books you get from them, you can get either 1 or 2 books. This week, again, like I always do, or not this week, last week, like I always do, I grabbed 2 books because it was my turn again. And, because you're allowed to get 2 books, and then wait 2 weeks, and then get 2 more, or you're allowed to get 1 book 1 week, and 1 book another week, and then just wait a week. And then, you know what I mean? So, this week I grabbed 2. Only 1 came in the mail so far. Actually, I didn't even check the mail today, so something might have come in, but that will be in next week's haul. So I got The Never List by Koethi's son. To be honest, I'm not sure what this is about. There wasn't a big selection because I keep doing that to myself. Like, I have an alarm set on my phone that says 6 o'clock ARCycling, and it's set for 5 minutes before, so I'm there ready. And I see it, and I'm like, okay, I gotta go do that, and then I forget. And then I'm like, I look at the clock and it's like 6:06, and I'm like, damn it, because as soon as 6 o'clock hits, it's all for, like, it's everybody for themselves. So if you don't get there on time, you don't get the books you want. So, and I know there's a bigger list because I had a bunch of donations on there, and none of mine were there, and I was like, crap, that means that there's a bunch of good books, and I missed all of them. So, and because you don't really have time to look up the synopsises, so if you see a title that you think you know, you just grab it. And so I thought that this would be a young adult book, but it wasn't. But that doesn't mean it's not going to be good, because the back sounds really good, actually. That is a quote from Jeffrey Deaver on the back, and off the top of my head I can't remember what he wrote, but I think he sounds familiar, so. But yeah, this looks really good, and I got it from Kristi at Budding Bookshelves, I don't know. But yeah, so I'm excited about this. And then there's my shopping spree. I went to Barnes & Noble this week, my work, because my aunt got me a $30 gift card there. And it's awesome getting gift cards there now because I get 30% off, so it's not, so I can use like a $30 gift card and get more than one book or 2 books. So I got a good amount. I had to pay a little bit over, but not that much. Actually, I think I had to pay like $30 over because I spent, I think, $60, and I had 30 on my gift card. So yeah, the first thing I did when I got there was go up to the true crime section because I've been not tired of young adult, but I haven't read any true crime in a long time, and I love it. So, and I don't have any more on my bookshelf because every time I go, I read them like that because they're so small. So I went up there and grabbed a couple of true crime. The first one I grabbed was Fatal Vision by Joe McGinniss, and if you watch my Friday Reads, you know that I'm reading this weekend. Already 3 chapters in. It's a chunker though. It's 953 pages. That's crazy big. But I'm excited because it sounds really good. And then the other books I got from true crime was Born Evil, A True Story of Cannibalism and Serial Murder by Adrian Havill. So that sounds creepy. I actually walked right past this one. My mom picked it up and she was like, "Oh my god, did you read this one?" And I was like, "No." And she's like, "Well, read the back of it. I think you'll like it." And I read it and it sounded really creepy. So one of the sentences is, "Homeless and living in his truck, 40-year-old Hayden Clark often drew stares in Maryland. He also slept with a teddy bear and dressed as a woman, carried carving knives, a straight razor, and a gun in his truck." So I was like, oh yeah, that sounds weird. But also because he's a cannibalism. He's not a cannibalism, he's a cannibal. And so yeah, that sounded creepy. So I decided to pick it up. There's creepy pictures in here. I like pictures. I was disappointed that, because this one has pictures, but it doesn't have any creepy ones, and I was disappointed. I was like, oh. Okay, so I got that one. And I think that's it for true crime. Oh no, I got one more. I got A Stolen Life by Jaycee Dugard. Everybody has been telling me when I read My Story by Elizabeth Smart, the other girl that got kidnapped and taken hostage, a lot of people told me that this was good as well, and I never had a chance to pick it up. I always knew about it in the back of my head, and every time I saw it, I was like, I need to get that, but I hadn't. And now that I was in the true crime, I was like, oh, there it is, getting it. So this is about Jaycee Dugard, which is another little girl who was kidnapped. It says, in the summer of June 1991, I was a normal kid. I did normal things. I had friends and a mother that loved me. I was just like you, until the day my life was stolen. For 18 years, I was a prisoner. I was an object for someone to use me and abuse. For 18 years, I was not allowed to speak my own name. I became a mother and was forced to be a sister. For 18 years, I survived an impossible situation. On August 26, 2009, I took my name back. My name is Jaycee Lee Dugard. I don't think of myself as a victim. I simply survived an intolerable situation. A stolen life is a story. No, a stolen life is my story in my own words, in my own way, exactly as I remember it. So that sounds really good. And her, My Story was by Elizabeth Smart was really, really good. It was amazing. But I feel like her story is gonna be not like worse, like the book is gonna be bad, but worse because because Elizabeth Smart was raped too, but she actually got pregnant and had like 2 kids, I think, while she was in captivity. So I think that her story is gonna be more interesting and more like weird, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to read that. I wonder if there's pictures. I don't think there is. Oh yeah, there's little things throughout the book. And yeah, like pictures of her kids and stuff. Yeah. So anyways, I'm really excited to read this. I'm kind of mad that I didn't start it first. I want to start it right now. So yeah, that's what I got from true crime. And then I went over to the romance section because there's a couple like NA books that are new adult that are kind of a cross between young adult and romance that are just in the romance section strictly. So if you're looking for those and you're like, where are they? They're in the romance section at Barnes & Noble. So the first one I got was Losing It by Cora Carmack. And I'm pretty sure that I bought this on my iPad once. And I probably still have it because it don't go away after you buy it. But so I probably wasted money for that, but oh well. I really wanted the finished copy because I like the cover. And so it had this one, the second one, and the third one was on the new release shelf, and I just wanted to grab the first one, so I grabbed it because everybody's been talking about these books ever since they came out, and so I wanted to grab it and know what what the huff was about, you know. And then the second one I got was The Secret of Ella and Micha, It Will Change Their Lives Forever, by Jessica Sorensen. This, I really didn't think these were classified as NA. I really didn't. I thought they were totally young adult. But no, both of these books were in the romance section, so I grabbed the first. I'm pretty sure this is the first one. I hope it is. I grabbed the first one, and I was like, okay, I'm going to read this one. And then I gravitated over to the teen section, and I already have a million teen books, so I didn't grab many. I only grabbed one. And that was Crash by Lisa McMann, because I read this one I was working a couple weeks ago, or a couple months ago, at the register. You can just do, not whatever you want, but like if there's a slow moment, you can check out. You can do like quizzes and stuff to get your work knowledge up. And I was checking out a book I checked out this book, and I read the back of it, and I was like, wow, that sounds amazing. So when I saw it on the shelf, I was like, yep, grabbing that one really quick. So I grabbed that one. I'm excited. I love Lisa McMann. I read her Wake series. It was so good. And then I think I have Crier's Cross by her. And I have Crier's Cross, and I have, I think, another one by her. I can't remember. But I love her books. And then, the last stop on my Barnes & Noble trip, I went down to the wrestling section. Because, as you know, you can see the John Cena poster on my wall over there. I love wrestling. Ever since school started back up, and I've been so busy with work and college crap, I haven't been able to watch it as much. So I settle for, like, watching little clips on YouTube and stuff, and just watching the new reality show, Total Divas, which reminds me, oh no, never mind, it ended a couple weeks ago, I think. So I went over to the wrestling section, because I haven't gotten wrestling books in a while either, but that's it's not something I really need to do, because I do have wrestling books on my shelf that I need to read. But I still wanted to go over there and get a couple of the books that I'd seen that I knew I wouldn't be able to find anywhere else. Because I've been looking for these books forever, and I'm surprised they were there, because they're kind of old. So the first one was Are You Ready? The Unauthorized History of DX, Triple H and Shawn Michaels, or by Triple H and Shawn Michaels with Aaron Williams. And if you've watched WWE, you know who DX is, because they're awesome. And so yeah, when I saw this book, I was like, yeah, I really need to get that. My mom saw the cover, and she was like, what is wrong with you? I was like, sorry mom, it's DX, I have to get it, I just have to. Yeah, it's not that big, so I'm excited to read that, and there's a lot of pictures too. I'm excited, they're wicked funny. And then the other book I grabbed that I've been wanting to grab since I knew about it was the Heartbreak and Triumph, the Shawn Michaels story by Shawn Michaels. And Shawn Michaels is also part of DX. But if you watch WWE, then you should know Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels is amazing. My mom actually used to have the biggest crush on him when he was younger, when she used to watch wrestling, and I think it was so funny. Every time, when he was still wrestling, every time he would come on, we'd tease my mom, Mom, that's your boyfriend. And she'd be like, shut up, I liked him when he was younger. And I was like, Mom, he's younger, everybody gets older, you're older too, just chill out. But, yeah, so I'm excited to read this. So, that is all the books I've received this week. There's probably one sitting in my mailbox outside, but I'm too lazy to go out there because it's been snowing for 2 days straight, and there's a lot of snow out there, so I'm just going to stay in my bed and read my book. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you guys do an In My Mailbox video or just a post, link me up below, and I'll definitely come check it out. Thanks for watching. Bye.